So we are gathered here tonight to celebrate the Data Journalism Awards, the data journalism, and also the official launch of a brand new kind of business, a social business startup called Sparknews. It has been created this year, in 2012, by Christian de Boisredon. It is about promoting and developing what Sparknews calls impact journalism. The media has an impact in alerting the public to injustice and tragedies. And a second impact when they cover existing solutions to these problems. Then they provide the public with the means to act. The person who is going to join me up on stage has decided to support Sparknews. So let's ask him some questions. The CEO of the Global Editors Networks, Mr. Bertrand Pecquerie. Bertrand Pecquerie. Bonsoir Bertrand. Yes. So a few questions. How do you think this project
I'm ready.
You're ready? Okay. So how do you
Tired, but ready.
Tired? You don't look like tired.
Okay.
Does he look like tired? I think he needs to be encouraged now. So Bertrand, now I'm serious.
Yes, yes.
How do you think this project answers...
I follow you.
You're going to have to answer my question, huh? You know that?
Maybe.
Maybe, my God. So, okay. How do you think this project answers media today's issues?
Journalism changing, and we can see that every day, and all presentations today, for instance, it is a proof that journalism is changing. And for me, one of the main aspects is the wish, the desire of the reader, of the consumer, of the user, not to be manipulated. Things are changing. And here, really, journalists must behave with this desire of the readers not to be manipulated. It's really different than 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And so, for me, when Christian launched Sparknews, it fills a gap. And I really, immediately I said to Christian, yes, we want to work with you because what you are doing with your platform is this desire for consumers to be producers. And so that's the reason why we consider that Sparknews is part of open journalism.
And it's not only positive journalism.
Not only, yes, it's not a question of positive journalism. It's to be part of this process where journalists joining their efforts with readers. So
and it's
we totally forget the vertical relationship instead of horizontal relationship. It was said by Dan Gilbert, it was said by Jeff Jarvis, it was said by so many people, but it will take time. We are still in the prehistory of these processes, changing the vertical process in a horizontal process. It will take 10 years.
Okay, so why did you choose to associate Sparknews with this special ceremony and to the news?
Yes, was this question scheduled?
Yes.
So, now, Jen is a baby, born 15 months ago, on a paper. It was a sheet of paper, Jen, with board members, with Xavier, with Harald, with 8 founding members. So it was a sheet of paper, nothing more. And today, here you are, more than 400 editors, journalists, academics. So 15 months ago, nothing. And Sparknews today is a sheet of paper. So I totally share views, opinions of people who are just a sheet of paper.
I think you wanted to share a concrete case. The case of Greece, for example, the way it's treated by the media.
Yes, yes, you remember that also.
Yes.
No. What about Greece? What about Greece? Every day, every hour, you have something bad news about Greece, saying they are unable to do that, they don't pay taxes, the church, so the lawyers not paying. Every day, something negative. But you go to Greece, or riots, or people demonstrating. But you go to Greece, and you have fantastic people starting business, and so on and so on. But at the moment, in the media, nothing appears. Nothing appears. Where are the reports? Where are the articles about these young people, very educated, doing something in Greece? The only thing we have about the young in Greece that they want to emigrate in Germany, in France, or in Canada. Nothing more. And it's absurd.
Let's applaud Bertrand. Beautiful baby. So Bertrand, I think everybody now is very impatient to meet Christian de Boisredon, the founder of Sparknews. Let me just give you some few informations about him. When he was 24, Christian was the first to go on a world tour to discover solution-based initiatives and to report those stories on the internet. His book was a bestseller and inspired many people to take action and be part of the global change. He initiated and managed Reporters of Hope. He also produces a feature film based on the life of the Nobel Peace Prize Mohamed Yunus. And now he creates Sparknews that we are launching tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage Christian de Boisredon.
Good night. Let me tell you a story. The story of Hubert and Laurent, two French young men working in Chile in the 80s. During the week, they were working in a bank. During the weekend, they were volunteers in the slums. So they knew about the problems of people in the slums, but they had no solution to them. And one day, one of them read an article in the newspaper Le Monde talking about Mohamed Yunus and his experience with microcredit. Everybody knows it now, but it was in the 80s, so it was a new story and a groundbreaking story. And those two guys thought to themselves, but it's incredible, and it's exactly what people need in the slums of Santiago de Chile. So they went to see Yunus, they learned from him, and they duplicated the method of Yunus in Chile. They were 24 years old, and they were creating the first microcredit bank in Chile. Since then, 30,000 micro businesses have been created, and we're talking about 100,000 jobs. Is it just those two guys who changed the life of 100,000 families? Think about the journalist who wrote the article. With a few days of work, he changed the life of 100,000 families. And what is the most incredible in that story? He doesn't know it. That's this power of journalism, this ability to inspire the world, that we want to promote and to celebrate. We'll show you how.
Because we have a double impact in addressing the issues sharing it with millions of people around the world. Sparknews rewards our work and helps us to dig deeper with fresh stories. For these reasons, we support Sparknews. We are the media. We are part of the solution. Join the movement.
Students decided to collect books to fight illiteracy, and they happened to create a $50 million social business.
Indian farmers are cheated by middlemen. Reuters creates a service for the bottom of the pyramid and sends the market price of their crops to 4 million of these farmers. One billion people don't have glasses. A Dutch invents adjustable glasses that fit 93% of the population. Carrying water was a burden until the rolling container was invented. A giant kitesurf saves up to 10% of gas by pulling cargoes. Anyone can be a contributor by posting or linking content.
Thank you to Philippe and DDB Share who offered us this video. A few years ago, with some friends of mine, with Reporters of Hope, we organized a big event at the UNESCO headquarters. There were more than 1,000 opinion leaders and journalists. The topic of this conference was media coverage of solutions. And one of the speakers, Laurent Geoffrin, who is was the head of one of the most renowned French newspaper, Libération, said, I like this idea, but frankly speaking, we won't sell more paper with solutions and initiatives. So we went to see him with Patrick and other people, and we proposed him a challenge. What about making one issue of Libération dedicated to solutions? And we'll see what happens. He likes challenges, and he went on it. The cover was Le Libé des Solutions, and 2/3 of the daily edition was only solution-based content. 1 week later, he came back with the figures. It was the best sell of the year. We also brought them 7 advertisers, because advertisers prefer to have their ads in solution than during other content. So as it was a success, they did it each year, 5 times. I have a challenge for you, people of the media and everywhere in the world. Why don't we do the same thing, but in 20 countries, with 20 newspapers and magazines, 20 radios and 20 TVs, and everybody's website? That would be a great challenge. We can reach this double impact, increase the sales, and maybe have an impact on the world. I'd like to ask John Burke and Adele part of the team, and John will explain to you how this can work.
Good evening, everybody. We hope you've enjoyed the Data Journalism Awards and the beginning of the Sparknews presentation. I'm going to join Sparknews soon. I'm currently working with Bertrand and Jen, and I know quite a lot of you from years past working for media associations. Well, we envision this 20 countries spreading solution-based articles around the world as Sparknews in the middle, working as kind of a hub of holding the videos and the articles, and working with, on one side with the sponsors, which have been explained to you, and on the other side our media partners. And the point is that the media partners can come and choose à la carte the stories and the videos that they would like to use, tailored to their own audience. And obviously there's a commercial side to this, so it would be kind of rev share on the advertising. As Christian mentioned, the advertisers are very happy to work with positive-based journalism, and Libération worked very well to gain new advertisers, so we'll be working to bring new advertisers to you as well. So we can work together to impact the world and at the same time add a little value and make a little money, which is the point that I think we're all trying to do. I'll pass you to Adele, who will talk to you about our PR campaign.
Hello everyone, I'm Adele. I'm working on the project since the beginning. I just wanted to add that in addition we will set a huge PR operation and create a large buzz on social networks. So we haven't talked about it yet with Google, but we hope it could be a great channel for Google+, for example. And we are also offering a first look deal for all Gen members tonight in all of your countries, so do come and meet us. We are wearing all these badges, all the team. We have a stand over there and we will be all around during the cocktail, and we'll be more than happy to discuss it further with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adele. I'd like to ask all the team and ambassadors to come on stage so you can see them and you can go and discuss with them about Sparknews if you need more information. I want to thank you, Veolia. When I came to them, they told me it's a great project, you must do it, so we'll find a way to give you the means. And whatever, it's not a question of communication, we want it to exist. Thank you to Bertrand and the Gen members and all the team who welcomed us, to Google also, to DDB Share and Bruno Chatelier, who was extraordinary for us, and all the team. So don't hesitate to come to them. Give us your cards. If you want to have more information, send us an SMS, an email. You are all with your iPhones, so use it properly. And thank you very much. And I give the mic to Bertrand.
Thank you. Thank you, Christian. That's the end of this ceremony. Don't worry, don't worry. Yes, I confirm that next year there will be the second Digital Journalism Awards with new categories, because we learned a lot this year, so we will be more specific, more pertinent. So, and I hope you will be there next year for this second ceremony. Thank you very much. Thank you. First, I think it was 6 months ago when I discussed with Paul Steiger, saying, we have an idea, what can we do? Paul, about Digital Journalism Awards, you were really the first to do that, the first to combine data journalism and investigative journalism. So you must be with us. And Paul didn't hesitate. I think he said yes immediately. So thank you very much, Paul, for this support, and because nothing possible without you. Have a look, the jury members, all the 9 jury members saying yes because you were there. You were at the top of the pyramid, and it worked, So thank you very much. Thank you to Google, who supported also the project from the beginning. Thank you to Plantu, who designed this fantastic cartoon about data journalism. And I think you will support us for asking through Cartooning for Peace every year a new cartoon designed by another cartoonist. We will go to Clarín, we will go to New York Times, we will go to Yomiuri Shimbun, asking a cartoon from Cartooning for Peace. So thank you very much for this beautiful cartoon. And last word for Frédérique and for Christian. So Christian here, Frédérique, join us, and I think you appreciate this ceremony because of Frédérique.
Of course, the main reason.
A very well-known journalist from MTV, from M6 in France, and now with a beautiful project, and during the cocktail, please talk with her about Imagine.
Le projet Imagine. In English, it's called The Humble Heroes, thehumbleheroes.com.
Thehumbleheroes.com. So thank you, Frédérique, and now we can move to this cocktail because you are.
Bravo!
Thank you. See you next year. See you next year.
Enjoy the evening.